morning, all empathic, sensitive souls. Happy Wednesday. It's Denise here. How has the week gone? It's been interesting, hasn't it? Monday, I pulled the Stormfield card. I can't even talk. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. At work, that is true. And the card goes on to say that, some things left unattended are causing some conflict. Pent up energy needs to be released. Storms are going to roll through, but storms will clear the air and make room for new growth. And that's all great in theory when you read it, like, oh, yay. But when you're in it, work is interesting. Something is afoot. My spidey senses are tingling. I'm not quite sure what's going on. And when things like this happen, it usually freaks me out because past events that have occurred like this, it's usually detrimental to me. But I'm not feeling the detrimental part of it. I feel that I'm walking almost, it is like an earthquake. Things are shifting, things are changing. I'm walking on eggshells. I'm not, change is coming. And we can embrace the change or we can run screaming from the change, but it's going to get us no matter what we decide to do. So I'm going with the flow, trying to, okay, let's see what happens. We had my coworker came back in yesterday and we had some changes that are going to happen in how we do our schedule. And it's going to start on Monday, which is fine. It's a big change, but nothing drastic. So, okay, that was the first squall that moved through, but there's something brewing. I can feel it. Something is going on. And whether it is coworker level, whether it is higher up, or even our corporate level, I don't know. Some change is coming. And part of me is like, oh boy. And part of me is like, ooh, I wonder what it is. I wonder if my senses are accurate on this one. I don't know. With the way the world is right now, our business is slowing down. So I don't know if there's going to be changes in hours, if there's going to be layoffs. I'm not quite sure, but there is something happening. I'm riding the wave. I'm going to see, instead of worrying, because I'm a natural worrier, I worry about everything, including every contingency plan that I may have. I can think up scenarios that most everyone else would be like, what? Where did that come from? Out of left field? Yes, it did. And I always hype myself up, and it's usually not good. So this time round, I am going to, while I'm walking on eggshells or holding on for dear life during the earthquake, I know that I'll be fine. I am safe. I am protected. I keep telling myself that, and I will be, without a shadow of a doubt. What that safety and protection is going to be, I'm not sure, but I'm okay with that. But it is believing enough in myself that I will be all right, no matter what scenario plays out. Now, as an empath, we sense and feel everybody else's emotions around us. And that's the hard one, is how to separate ourselves from all the emotion that's not ours. I like to put up a protection around me. I imagine that I have a crystalline shell that energy that is low vibrational will bounce off of me, and anything that is good for me will come through. But then when it gets to be moments like this where there's a storm brewing and I don't know if I'm up or down or swirled around or if I'm on the surfboard or treading, I don't know. I will then put mirrors around me, but I point the mirrors to face out. So everybody else's emotions that come at me that I always pick up on will hit the mirror and bounce away. That I won't be absorbing their energy. And it helps. And I have to set that intention every morning. And I think I have to say it and set it so it's fresh in my head. Now, I always say, I am safe, I am protected, and I ask my team to keep me safe and protected today and all days. But I like a little refresher because it makes it more important in my mind. I'm more focused on it, and I will focus on ways to keep me safe and sound. Not forefront in my mind, but in the back of my mind. And I'll pick up on cues, like a bird flies across my path, and I will slow down because why you're trying to slow me down? Why? And 9 times out of 10, there's something up ahead on the road, whether it's an animal, because I live in Wisconsin, we have tons of deer, or raccoons, or possum, or any multitude of other creatures, or a car swerving into my lane, or something. And I'm okay with slowing down because I'm usually early to work anyways. So I try to pick up those same cues in the workplace. When somebody crosses my path or stops in to talk, or I run into them in the hallway, I take it as a cue to acknowledge them, talk to them. Because people, for the most part, want to be seen and heard. And by acknowledging someone else's existence, it goes to making happy, okay feelings between people. And sometimes happy is hard to find at work. I try, but it gets tough. When the emotions are running and the energy is running high and there is a storm brewing, it's really hard, but I try. I try to keep my vibe high enough that I won't go down that spiral pit of despair that, oh my gosh, things are going to happen and it's going to be bad, I'm going to lose my job and blah, blah, blah. It hasn't happened in all the years I've been there. So why do I worry about that non-existent thing? Yes, it could happen. It could happen to anyone. But I don't have to focus on that. So I try to put my focus, my intention, my intention on the positive things. Hopefully that helps. Grab a surfboard, ride the storm out. It's okay. We've got this. You are safe. I am safe. We're all going to be safe. Is it going to be a bumpy ride? Of course. When is life not a bumpy ride? And that's all for us to learn our human experience. And that is okay. I hope this helps. I hope it's been a great week for you. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. We'll see how the rest of the week plays out. I will hop back in on Friday. Until then, if you need help navigating the storms, working on your emotions, drop me a line, send me an email, contact me. I'm available to help you. As an intuitive emotional healer, that's my job. That's what I do. I help people process their emotions so they can live a peaceful, fuller life. Let me know. Bye for now, everyone.